Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you and you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. And if you're watching live on my Facebook or on the replay on my Facebook, make sure you swing by my YouTube channel and get yourself subscribed. So welcome guys. I feel like the energy has lifted a little bit just in terms of it feeling a little bit lighter, us feeling a little bit less retrograde-y. You know, I do feel like we've now stepped out of that shadow period and we're moving forward, and we can feel even more so this forward moving energy. So I think that this is exciting for us because I do feel like it is going to propel us in the direction of our dreams. It's going to propel us in the direction of our destiny. It's going to propel us in the direction of doing the things that we need to be doing to be on our best life path. So your job is to pay attention. What do I feel inspired to do? What am I feeling called to do? Who do I feel called to connect with? Just paying attention to all of those things. Make sure you guys say hi if you're watching live or on the replay. I always love to hear from you guys. Hi, Crystal. So there's this beautiful energy that we have that's supporting us, but I also feel like it's like there's so much beautiful forward moving energy that it's almost like pulling us in different directions, right? Like a lot feels important, or we feel a little bit confused as to what do I need to be putting my energy into? What is most important? What should I be focusing on? Or it may even feel hard to focus. It's, I get pulled over here and I'm pulled over here and then I need to do this. And there is a little bit of a difficulty focusing. I know, especially for somebody like me, that this energy really pulls me into difficulty with focusing. Or it might feel kind of cloudy, like you're not quite clear, you're not quite sure of the direction. And hi Rob. And so what you want to do is just notice what you're noticing what you feel pulled into. And this is like the energy of how I read books. Okay, so how I read books is I usually am reading like 4 to 5 books all at the same time because I just have trouble focusing on one book for that long. If I focus on a book and I stay focused on one book through the whole book, that is a hell of a good book. And there aren't very many books that I've read that like just keep me totally focused on one book, because my brain, this energy works really well with my brain, because my brain sort of wants to like go on to the next and go on to the next, and so I always come back to the other books, right? And so I like one day I'm going to feel more called to read this book, and then another day I'm going to feel more called to read this book, and I feel like I'm learning a whole lot all at once, but at the same time, like that's not going to work for everybody. But for me, I feel like I'm learning a whole lot at once. I could just read them in order and be learning, I guess, just as much. But like, that's just how my brain works. So the energy is kind of like that. Like, where are you feeling pulled today? What are you feeling called to do today? And just kind of notice it and trust that eventually, just like I get to the end of my books, we're going to get to the finish line. We're going to get to where we need to be going. And so I do think it is going to be pulling us in a different direction a little bit. And that's purposeful. And it's meant to sort of tour you around the different things that you're going to be focusing on. And the different work that you're going to need to be doing. So it might also be that, like, you might have this issue popping up and then you get pulled into another issue and you get pulled into another. And it's because we also are doing a whole lot of work on ourselves right now. So you may find yourself feeling confusion, but I feel like that confusion is not really real. We just kind of have to trust the process. We have to trust that we're going to get back to it. And I really want you to like tune in with yourself, because I also feel really called to say, as much as like you think that you're confused, deep down you know what you really want, right? Deep down you know what you need to change. Deep down you know how you need to move forward, okay? You know all of these things. We're just scared. We're just scared. I can share with you guys, I'm working on something, and I'm not going to announce what it is just yet, but I'll be really excited to share with you guys. But I'm working on something new, and just about every single day, because it's kind of a big thing for me to focus my energy on, I get this message of, you know what, like, you really shouldn't do this. This is a lot of work. It's maybe going to fail. It's maybe not going to be okay. And all of this stuff, right? But really, at the end of the day, that's just my fear, because my soul knows that it's time to move forward with this idea that I've been sitting on for quite some time. I got the prompt. I'm following through with it. And whenever we get an intuitive prompt and we start to follow that path, fear will very often follow, and fear will try to shut you down. And I feel like so much of the confusion that we're feeling is really just fear. And I think that, like, if you're really honest with yourself, you know the answer. You know, if it's time to make that leap of faith, you know what you need to change. You know what you need to be doing. You know. So, listen to yourself. Take that time. If you really feel like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, because I don't know, take that time to connect with yourself. This is such a year of just reconnecting with ourselves, doing that reflecting, doing that reconnection. And so take the time and do that. You know, when I was connecting with the information for this week, what I heard in my head was, don't be afraid to tackle your own demons. You know, like, what is there that's trying to be shown to you that you need to address, that you need to take a look at? Because if you can address it, if you can take it on, if you can do the work around it, you're going to be so much better off. We are just at the beginning of this beautiful new phase in our lives, and we've got to, like, continue to do the work, to do the clearing, to get ourselves to allow ourselves to move forward and to continue to grow and to continue to develop. So don't be afraid to tackle your own demons. What demons are showing up for you that you need to tackle? And I think that it's really important that we acknowledge, and sometimes I find this fact to be quite annoying, but that we take the time to acknowledge the fact that everything that is showing up in your life in some way, shape, or form is based on the energy that you're putting out. And if you want to change your experience, you have to change the energy that you're putting out. You have to change what you're focusing your energy on. And that is ultimately going to lead to different results. But, you know, I love to teach people Ho'oponopono. I'm not going to go into that today, but it's definitely something that's worth learning about. But I love to teach about that because the whole concept of that is this recognition of everything that's showing up for me is my responsibility. And it means, if it's showing up for me, that it's something that I need to heal. Okay, so what needs to be healed? What do we need to release? What are we? I feel like we're in this phase still of trying things on. You know, what do I want in my life? What do I not? And that's part of that confusion too, because we're trying things on. We're not committing to things. We're not, we might be when we're sure, right? But we're not, a lot of people right now are still kind of trying different things on and trying them out for fit and seeing how they go. You know, this new opportunity I'm working on, I'm trying it. I'm putting some energy into that to see how that ultimately is going to feel before I am sharing that with all of you. So we've got that, and just really exploring what you want to continue to have be a part of your experience and what you want to or need to release in order to allow you to move forward in a more positive way or in a more empowered way. I feel like there's a lot of like tower moments, right? Like in tarot, there's a card called the Tower, and the Tower is about just everything around you changing, everything. And that might be everything around you, or it might be everything within you changing, right? And suddenly life looks really different, or life needs to be really different, or you have a whole lot of change that you're navigating all at once. But I feel like that is the collective energy a bit, and we have choices to make. And you have these powerful choices to make. What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to move forward? Who do you want to be moving forward? And we're still exploring all of these things and trying these things on. And ultimately, we're going to be coming to the answers. And so I think it's really important to understand that you know all of the answers, that you're not, you know the answers, and you're not as confused as you think you are. And pay attention to like the things that you're fighting for in your life. Are you, because I feel like there is a lot of release that's happening. And so like the things that you're fighting for, the things that you, have thought that you wanted for quite some time, I feel like that's also being put in front of us, and we're asking ourselves, like, is this still worth fighting for? And some things absolutely are, and some things just aren't, because they no longer are in alignment for us. So some things to think about this week. I hope that helps you to best navigate this week's energy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate when you can like this video, share this video, comment, whatever speaks to you. If you haven't joined my YouTube channel, make sure you hop over there and get yourself subscribed as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.